Yeah, we. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Happy 2021 to everyone out there. My name is King Clips, family man doing the family cam thing with you on the first episode of the year, season 2, episode 1 of Clockwise. Yeah, season 2, episode 1, man. This episode is called 2021, but first, you know how we do. We like to give it a round of applause, let people introduce themselves. Yeah, let everybody know what you're doing out here, man. On the clock, brother.
What's going on, people? Hey, this is Big Kev coming at you, live from the My House City adjacent. All right. And we're going to kick this thing off. And we appreciate you hanging out with us. You could have been doing anything else, but you decided to kick it with us. So we appreciate that. We're going to try to entertain y'all, have some fun, chop it all, talk that talk, and hopefully y'all learn something. So that's what it is.
Word. You know the vibes, man. It's a new year.
Yo,
you know?
There you go. You was cutting out on me.
Oh, yeah. Yo, definitely, if you're tuning in, let us know in the comments. If you like what you see, please share it on your wall. If you're looking Facebook or if you're looking YouTube or anything else, just share that shit. You know what I mean? But right now, I want to get into the first topic of the new year, season 2, episode 1 o'clock watch called 2021. New year, new me, or the same OG. New year, new me, or the same OG, okay. Man. You hear a lot of that going on. Hey, new year, new me, new year, new me, right? There's a lot of that going on, man.
What's that saying right now?
What's up?
What's that saying they got right now that's going viral? What is it? Where the money be at? What is that? You know what I'm talking about?
What you talking about, Cat? I don't know. I want to rock too. You know what I'm saying? I want to rock too. Facebook user says, "What's good, fellas? Happy New Year." You know what? I need to put my profile public.
What's up?
Yeah, my bad. I'm a little rusty. Y'all been out the game for a little bit, so just bear with me. Let me put this as public. Got names out here.
What's good?
What's going on, man?
Hey, Happy 2021 is all about where the money reside. Where the money reside.
Where that money at, right? Where that bag at right now? It's 2021. There's a lot of money talk going around. There's definitely a lot of money talk going around. I want to touch up on that. That was a hot take right there, Kev. Where the money reside, man? You let me know. What's up?
It's interesting, man. Well, stay on topic. We got the same OG in some ways, but it's a new me moving forward. You know what I mean? You got to continuously be building, and that's what I'm doing. So, same OG, but new me. Got to add to your foundation, right? So yeah, all three combined. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't get
same
too
OG,
brand new.
but some new me.
Yo, please don't get too brand
new.
new. People don't like when you get too brand new, brother. You know what I'm saying? They don't like it. I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure out. That's like one of the mysteries of life, right? Is when you start glowing, when you got the glow, like Leroy Green. You showing our age out here, Leroy Green with it. You got the glow. You need the glow to grow.
Yes.
And people don't, like, all jokes aside, people don't know you anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's sucks.
Well,
it's whack. I think that's whack. You know what I'm saying? I think that's whack. I'm the same
thing, right? Well, people can either roll with you or, like Tupac say, roll up under you. So listen, if you're not changing, man, you're stagnant. So you got to be working on something. You got to be doing something to improve yourself at all times. So this is why it's got to be a new you. You know what I mean? If you don't change, you might as well stay in 2020. That's just what it is. And if anybody who can't relate to that, they just crab.
Yo, who wants
crab
to
in the
say in
barrel.
2020 though? That was a real hot take. I don't think. I don't
Hey, if you don't want to change,
any,
stay in 2020.
yeah, I don't think anyone wants to stay in 2020, man. Like, nah. There's one place I do not want to be, man. So you said
Well, it
same old
depends, right?
G.
It depends.
What's up?
Same
Hmm.
OG, partially, but new me,
Okay. Okay.
right?
All right.
Same OG,
I got some
partially.
other about them.
Definitely a new me.
Definitely a new you.
So,
Partially. I
yeah,
mean,
man.
yo,
We
I hate a new me though because
yeah,
it'd be like self
always
improvement.
working on something. You gotta,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Self improvement, working on different projects, trying to get these bags. You know what I mean? Just trying to live your best life, health wise, uh, uh, mentally. You just, just trying to improve it and work on improving yourself, man. If you're not down with that, then you stay where you at. Okay, stay where you at and get in line and take your vaccine. That's what I'm gonna say.
Take your vaccine. I hear
Yeah,
you, man. We got a
yeah.
little comment from Facebook user. Facebook user, if you can see it in the description of the video, it should have a link.
There you
Just
go.
tap the link and agree to the terms of StreamYard, and we should be able to see exactly who you are whenever you leave a comment here on the stream. Okay, bro? I just want to give you a shout out and everything else instead of calling you generic Facebook user. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be Facebook user. So
Right. But
Facebook
this is a
user
good
says,
point.
I think, hold on one sec. He says, I think 2020 changed everyone in some form of fashion. I mean, right? What's it gonna take, man?
Right.
Like, are we gonna run around with Willie Nills, you know? Or are we gonna be shook for
So
a couple of
I think what has happened is that 2020 for some people was a great year. They was able to um, you know, they was able to see some places in their lives where they could make improvements. Some people capitalized on some of the work that they put in prior. Some people were already there and they just made a killing because they were set up to take advantage of the pandemic. And then some people were forced to look in the mirror and decide where they want to be in life and if they were going to do this or do that. Or I think a lot of people got exposed, you know what I mean? Meaning they were skating by or just getting by, and this 2020 hit them and it forced them to take into account of where they really were in their lives and where they wanted to be. And it was up to them to either put a plan in place or work the plan that they already had in place, or work the plan that they said that they had. They just never really actively worked it. So I think that's what happened in 2020. So,
yeah.
but it's all over now. But there's going to be some remnants and some residual, and it's up to us to decide what we're going to do with it, man.
Yeah,
That's what it
man.
is. So
It's gonna be a lot of scar tissue, right? A lot of scar tissue, man. If you're hanging in there, it's like, oh man, it's crazy. All right, we got Aunt Morse. He
think
out here. He says, "How's this? My name popping up." Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You out here?
there you
Definitely
go, Mr.
in the
Moss.
building.
What's happening, brother? Anthony
No, I
Moss,
want to give a shout out to
man.
Black Earth,
That's my guy,
man.
man. But
Black Earth was trying to get set up to come out tonight. He did stop by. He just had to get his house in order. He should be through a little later to come check us out. Um, but yeah, man, you out here, Aunt Morse. Now, New Year, new me. I think you should always. I don't think it's like your environment shouldn't determine who you are, right? I don't think ever. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the same
mm-hmm,
person, the same OG wherever
mm-hmm,
you go. Like true to yourself. If you figured out yourself by now, then you're always gonna be you, correct? I mean, we can always adapt to situations, but that doesn't mean you have to compromise yourself for any of that. You know?
mm-hmm,
It's like the compromising
mm-hmm.
situation where someone asks, would you do this for a certain amount? You know? Like, I
Okay.
don't think your integrity, your shouldn't whore yourself for that extra bit of change. You shouldn't do something strange for a little piece of change. If you're hard up on some cash right now, I mean, times are rough. We do have a few stimulus checks coming up. I know the
Okay.
$600 drinks is hitting. We'll get into that in a little bit, but there's been a lot of domestic abuse going on in homes. There's been a lot of people, real people, that are coming out and they're working and they're renting, and you know they can't afford the utilities and they can't afford new things. So of course, like everybody got on their hustles. That's probably like the number one reason why you can't find a PS5 out there right now. You know, it's because that shit is going faster than
That's one
crack, and
reason.
it's worth 3 times the money. So that's why. That's really why it's hard as fuck to catch a PS5 or Xbox Series X, whatever you need right now. Like people are just on their shit, and you know they trying to eat, man, and it's sad. It's a sad condition, but we'll see what happens with that.
Here's
That's
what's
how
funny,
I
right?
feel
So,
about being the same OG.
let-
Um,
okay. Okay, you cut
got,
out on
got,
me. My
got,
bad. So you saying
yeah, you got it.
you what you saying is you same OG? You same OG? Is that what you're
Yeah, I'm
saying?
the same OG in that regard. I wouldn't ever say
Okay.
new year, new me, right? Like we had a point in life where when me and you we're at a certain age, you know, and I can't say a new me. Like you know yourself, right? You know who you are.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know what you needed to work on that will save your flaws like maybe years ago then. If you did any form of
Okay.
self-reflection in your life, you saw some type of flaw because nobody's perfect, and you went to work on you, right? Self-improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not just financially.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
you've come to grips with this, and you can be polite for people in real. You can always tell the truth without hurting somebody's feelings. You know, there's a level of communication that you develop
Mm-hmm.
that you still wouldn't be compromising yourself, like talking on you and that positive, that beating that positivity. That, like I said, I think you I must have froze up for a sec, but that beacon of positivity, you know what I mean? Um, Getting all things negative out of your cipher, like I think that is dope, and like attract likes, and that's true. But at the same time, you're gonna have to get rid of the toxicity in your own filter if you're battling in. You know,
Okay, expound on that. What you just said a little bit. Expound on that.
you need a form of venting, pressure buzz pipes. 2020 has put pressure on every individual in the fucking nation, in the world. I'm gonna say in the world,
Okay.
because this shit wasn't just America. Even though it seems like we're on the world stage,
Mm-hmm.
that's because you'll get shot and killed in other countries if you tell it how it really is out there. You know what I'm saying? So America is very
That's a
free enough to
mm-hmm.
doing this and we're
Okay.
doing that. Um, Everybody's going through something. You know yourself is what I'm trying to say. You need
Mm-hmm.
to, you need to talk. Whether it's clockbox, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your loved ones, whether it's your family members, whether it's your grown ass kids, whoever it may be, you need to let that shit out. Like my son came over this weekend, man, and we had a real deep talk about his family and things that's going on with him. You know,
Okay.
and I could tell like he needed that release exhaust. Now, honestly, this is even how psychiatrists do it. Like every psychiatrist has a psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying? Every like
Very sure.
they have to take
Mm-hmm.
everything that they get unloaded on and unload to another person in order for them to be a clean slate. You know,
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm following you.
and
And
have
that's
some
that's real.
function better than exact. Well, so I would have to disagree with New Year, New Me. I think if you're a person of sanity, then you know who you are. Like, there's never gonna be a new you. Why would you want a new you? You know, on like I love who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a new me. Like, I'm not. I don't
I
feel
get
like
it.
I'm an over
Okay.
negative person to be like,
Hmm.
yo, I need it. Well, if and a house or anything material or monetary isn't gonna define me at the end of the day either.
Correct.
So there's no new me in anything monetary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Okay,
gonna be the
I'm
same
following
OG
you,
regardless.
but I'm about to throw you a curveball.
Alright,
Now,
then we gonna get into a couple of
if
comments I see Hannah out here.
okay, yeah, go ahead and get into a couple of comments, and then I'm gonna come back
Alright,
after
alright,
some,
alright.
and you'll
Let's
understand what I'm saying.
get it.
What we got
How's this?
here?
My name popping up. Yeah, yeah. We caught that. He says sometimes you gotta do something strange for a little piece of change.
Hey,
Yeah, that's big
Mr.
facts. That's
Moss,
big
no,
facts.
you're a businessman. No, we don't do nothing strange for some change, Mr. Moss.
Do something strange for a little piece of change. Yeah, them things just ain't supposed to
Hey,
be
if you're doing
spoken
something
of.
strange,
You laughing.
it don't. That's between you and whoever. Okay.
Mm.
Exactly.
It's it's 2020. Like stripper drive-throughs.
Oh my gosh.
Drive-throughs.
Are we off the rails already?
People
We
with
just
COVID had COVID masks. This was last summer. People had COVID masks, and the dudes are in their car tipping out the window. And these strippers are doing their things on assorted poles. Man, shit is crazy. Shit is very crazy out here.
Oh,
People are
that's
getting their
called the
money.
hustle economy, right? That's called
So,
the hustle economy. And if you a man and you willing to get into your car and drive
mhm.
through a drive-through to see a woman, bust it open or whatever, then that's you deserve to transfer your money to that individual. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna leave it at
it's
that. If you're
it
doing something
gets crazy.
strange, that's between. All right,
He's trying to do something strange now. He's trying to do something
that's funny.
strange.
That's funny.
He said they trying to do something
But I'm gonna
strange,
I'm
but
gonna t- I want to bring this up though.
what up?
Now you say you're the same OG, but here's the deal: do you not plan on reading any books or learning any new skills or developing on or improving on any skills that you have already? Because if you plan on doing that, that's technically a new you, right?
Really?
Because you're gonna
Like
have
a new you? I mean, you
access or
acquired a new
exposure to new
skill. Is
information.
yeah, it's just more information. Like every time I get new information every day. You know, I get new information every day. I
Hmm.
don't feel like I'm a new me for it. You know, like even if it's like gonna give me a certain amount of monetary gain over time, like I don't feel like, hey, I'm a new
Okay.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like I get the, I'm doing things very different from what I
Now,
used to. Yeah, like that's really what it is. It's like you're doing things different now. And besides that,
now,
what does that entail? Doing things different? Is that like monetary shit? You
okay.
going to
Well,
different restaurants now? Like,
it don't always come down to monetary, man. You can get new knowledge and exposure to new ideas, concepts,
yeah,
strategies, and tactics. Excuse me. And what that allow you to do is maybe make a better decision or a different decision than you previously would have if you wasn't exposed to the new information. So technically, that makes you a new you.
but
Because
it's
listen,
no
either you're
idea
growing or you're
original
dying,
though.
right? So, all right, that's
But
something to
there's
think about.
no idea original. It's just one way to go about it or another way. You can go another way. You may not be able to grasp that other way because of your way of thinking. Hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Hear me
Okay,
out.
okay, okay.
Now,
I hear you.
When you finally get the information and you process it, right, and say, "Oh," because usually when this
Mhm.
happens, like you haven't used it in life. Now, when you finally see it, said situation play
Mhm.
out, and you see it for the first time, whereas before you didn't really pay attention to it, I guess. Now you process that,
You froze up
and
on me
it's
a
a
little
good,
bit.
like a trade, almost like you were talking about,
Mhm.
like a trade, almost like a trade. Um, learn electricity. Does that mean you're not gonna be you anymore? Like you're a new you now that you've learned to
Okay.
trade? Like, hey,
All right. So when we say new year, okay, same.
All right.
I feel you. I'm following you. But when we say same OG, we're talking about you're gonna be the same in your foundation, meaning your ideas, your management philosophies, and those types of things. But the
Yeah.
reality of it is, when you get access to new information, you might make some changes, right?
Mhm.
That doesn't make you. I mean, I think that actually changes you and makes you a new person, up to
All right.
within
All
context.
right. I think I can agree to disagree with you on because I hear your point. I just disagree with it. What I'm saying, like I hear,
Yeah, you
like
hear what I'm
I'm
saying.
not gonna be like all the way
But I get it
ignorant and be
too.
like, oh no, no,
Okay.
that's not the way. Like I can't do that. But because I hear what you're saying, it's just I don't think it takes away from the larger picture. That's all. You know, of who you are. Because we saying
Hey, ladies and
new
gentlemen,
me.
everybody who's watching, this is what's called an old head. Okay, when you just don't want to change, and you just still want to wear your jacquard and your obsession. Oh, by the way, obsession is making a comeback. By the way,
See what
apparently
I'm saying? Like, look, look,
things
look,
like
look,
that.
look, you put yourself out. Talking about
He
obsession
gonna break out.
cologne,
He
bro. What do
he
you
on
think? Like,
cross
oh
color
my
side of the
god.
game. He gonna break his cross
Yeah,
colors out, y'all.
yeah. This segment has been brought to you by Fahrenheit cologne.
Cross colors, Fahrenheit.
Bro, by Fabergé.
Hey, you know
Okay.
what? Believe it or not, Fahrenheit has stood the test of the time. It's one of the top colognes out there, man, for men.
I've
So
always
it
hated.
still
I've
is, believe it or not.
always hated Fahrenheit. I rocked it for like a month. You couldn't, but I rocked it for like a month, bro. And then it just started smelling like spit. It started smelling like spit after a while. I'm like, yo, Fahrenheit smells disgusting. You know what I
That
mean?
could be. See, that's what happens when you see. That's what happened when everybody in the club wearing the same cologne and y'all dancing and doing all them hip hop dances back in the day. That's what that is. That's what that is.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this last comment. He said doing all of hip hop dance. I thought that be he trying to throw that in there. He said doing all the hip hop dances. We're gonna get into this next comment real quick. It's about a homie. He says tragedy changes people, money changes people, environment changes people, circumstances changes people. Parts of a person's core might remain the same, but you're gonna change somehow, either that or stay stuck. Um
Exactly.
for people that are stuck, right?
We said the same thing.
People that are stuck though,
Hmm.
right? Like, what if you're not stuck? You know what I'm saying? You
Well,
know what I mean?
I
Like, yo,
mean,
this
here's the
information
thing.
has to pertain to the
I understand
individual.
that.
You feel me? Like this isn't generalizing. We can't
Okay.
generalize with this particular topic right here. New you, new me, new year, new me. Because people go through shit all the time. He's absolutely right. And
Okay.
is right. I'm in 100% agreement with that. You know?
Mhm.
And then you're made aware of certain shit or certain pains and certain things that are going on in your life that may influence your thinking, in the long run. Um, that
Mhm.
may develop you into the person you are, you know? Shit that you weren't familiar with about
Mhm.
yourself before, you're now finding out about it because this situation is pushing you in these directions. So, yeah, I definitely get that part of it. Um, Still gonna say same old. Listen,
Okay.
you know
Now,
what I
not to
mean?
beat a dead horse and to beat this into the ground, but Anthony brings up a good point. The whole idea about being stuck. So if you have goals and you're trying to achieve goals, and you're not seeing any progression towards those goals, then you may consider yourself to be stuck, right?
Well, I'm sure
But
that we see a lot of people who are quote unquote stuck, right?
mhm,
How many people we see that are stuck? I do this because no one's really stuck. You know what I mean?
you're
They're
correct.
not really
You are
stuck.
correct.
That's where your mind is. Your
Right?
mind is stuck, you know?
They may be more of a hold pattern. That's what I would say. But stuck, yeah. But we're all on the same page with that, right? They just might
Hey,
be in
yo,
the holding pattern for a minute.
how about Kev? Like, shout outs to the guy, right? That usually was portrayed on television back in the day on some he's running around hustling, falls out of his luck, gets a new opportunity, goes to his boss, the idea, right? And he's on his
Mhm.
last leg. Everybody knows he took a couple of spills. And this last idea gets him, but he's looked at as a sucker, almost bullied up until that point where he finds success. You know? So no one
Okay.
wants to be, no one wants to go through that phase. No one wants to be on their back and say, yo, where's the next coming from? Um, and even if you are, do you
Okay.
have the mental fortitude and resilience to pull through? At the end of the day, it's all about who you are, right? I don't think if you're strong enough to get yourself out of a situation, this life experience has changed who you are. I think you've already
Mhm.
had that kind of resilience in you. You just needed something to pull that out of you. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay. So I'm following you. Now, here's the interesting thing about that example you just gave. So a person that is like that is probably not someone that's going to give up, and they probably would not see that those quote unquote failures or setbacks as failures and setbacks. They're probably seeing those things as experience, you know, and or they're in some sort of R&D kind of the deal where they putting things out and seeing what kind of feedback they get and tweaking it, and they know where they're going, and they're
Yeah.
confident in their abilities and knowing what they're doing enough to know that I don't need this joint, but I'm here for right now because I'm either learning something to take with
Mhm.
me, or I'm paying my bills, or I'm just or timing, something like that. But there's always going to be somebody that's got something to say about what you're doing. I mean, hell, um, Jesus is perfect, but a lot of people don't fuck with him. So
They done talked about
that's
Jesus, right?
right.
Everybody say that. They done talked about Jesus.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm just saying, Jesus is supposed to be supposedly perfect, but a lot of people don't fuck with him. So if people ain't fucking with Jesus, or why should they care about what you're doing? That's what it is. So you can't be
That's
worried
a
about what
whole.
somebody got to say, man. You just got to put it out. It's
Nah, that's a
funny
fact.
that I'm
That's
saying that
definitely
because
a fact.
towards the end of 2020, I've been working on some things, and I probably should have just rolled it out. But I won't say a perfectionist. It had to be right, and I didn't roll it out. But we'll be rolling. Well, we'll see. Maybe do some more tweaking, but we good. But that's my analogy to that. So, Black, what's going on, man?
What's popping, fellas?
Black look
Welcome
like
to
he got the
season two,
itis.
y'all. First episode, season 2. Clock Watch Family
What's going on?
It's good. Yo, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna be the same OG. I'm gonna be that same dirty old messy nigga. That's just who I'm gonna be. That's how I'm for life. When you get to a certain age, what
Get to
happened?
a certain age.
Yeah, when you get to a certain age, you know you can only be who you can be. I'm like
Mm.
Genuine, same OG.
All right, so let me pause. Pause.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't put that together with the.
Yo, why you don't like Genuine, yo? You ain't mess with
I just
Genuine,
messing
bro?
with you.
So, oh, hold
Hey, I
on.
like Genuine, but I mean,
Is that
I ain't-
separatism?
I don't know. It sound a little crazy.
all right,
It sound a little crazy.
you out here singing?
Yo, Genuine is that dude,
Black be in
man.
the club talking about my whole life has changed. He in the
Shout out
club talking
Anthony
about
Miles.
he at the bar talking about my whole life has changed.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm different now, bro.
right.
My whole life has changed.
My whole life has
Hold on.
changed.
The man I knew back then.
Hold on. I'm getting some breakup and feedback. I'm gonna have to log back in a minute. I
Yo,
ain't
so
trying to
that
do
was
that.
you
And
this
ain't
whole time
listen.
tweaking. Yeah, that was you.
Yo, shout out to Anthony Moss. I was saying that earlier, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yo,
Hey,
good to
Black,
see
you just
back,
came in.
man.
Is this you the same OG or it's a new you or new year? Yeah, Anthony is the real deal. Yeah,
He said
Anthony the real deal.
he said he was the
Is it
same OG
you?
already. Missed that?
We all the same. Listen, we all old school. I won't say players, but we all old school OGs. All right, y'all old, both of y'all. Ain't Anthony
Yeah.
and y'all in the same group. Y'all old now.
My great
I know y'all got some
grandfather was
old
a pimp.
gear that y'all think gonna come back in style. Y'all need to go ahead and sell that to it. Yeah, sell it
Hey,
to a
yo,
vintage,
Cap, stop
old
acting
vintage.
like you out here rocking leggings though. You know what I'm saying? Like you with the legging
Nah,
culture right
Let me,
now.
let me say something real quick.
nah.
But the heritage has been pimpisms has been in the family for a long time. So my great grandfather passed on his fish tank platform shoes down the line. That's like a family heirloom, and the pimp hat. It just go down the
Oh my
generations.
god. Oh my god.
The pimpology.
Yeah, I could go a
Oh,
million ways that way, yeah. Let me find out, yeah. Let me find out, all right?
Hold up, and only certain relatives get the cane to go with it, the cane and cape. So you gotta be of we call it you gotta be on the top tier of the family members, like
Your numbers gotta be up.
right,
Your numbers gotta be up.
gotta be way up.
man, listen.
Now let's get into
John
this next joint.
Witherspoon, Debo,
Yeah. We're about to
not
get
for
into
nothing,
this
because
next
y'all,
joint.
man, come on, man. We gotta do
Yo,
better. We gotta do better.
hey, yo, Black, did your stimulus hit yet? Did your stimulus hit yet, B?
Bro, I'm not in the field of the stimulus, bro. I can't get a stimulus, man. I'm trying to get a stimulus. I'm trying to see if I can get one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I ain't getting one yet. Yeah.
You ain't getting no stimulus, yo.
We'll see how my shit set up, how my checking and
Independent.
my saving work is a little different. You know what I mean?
All right.
Shout out to
That's
Kevin
funny.
Hart. I still hit
You
the
on the
line
Kevin
right
Hart
there.
side of the game?
Yeah, I still hit the Kevin Hart shit.
That's
What? Yo, how about you, Big
that's
Cap? Your
funny.
stimulus hit yet?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yo, Cap, your
I'm kind of
stimulus
in the
hit?
same boat, man. Technically, I'm in this kind of in the same boat. Technicalities. Yeah.
Well, yeah, checking and finances is set up, huh?
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
also, let me let you know, people out there, that if you have changed your bank account or anything like that, or you got rid of that stinking ass bank you have, if you had Chase, you cannot change that information. Like, the government will send you a check in 5 to 18 weeks. Yeah, I said 18 weeks because the government don't do shit on time. So that shit will not. I was reading up on this shit earlier. If you do not have, if your banking has changed, or you lost that account, or you try to do something different in your life, try to upgrade different bank, you no longer you can't change it. It's unchangeable.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let me tell you, man, this whole stimulus check thing has been like comedy for me, man. This has been the biggest comedy show ever. Like first it came up because they wanted to do nice by the Americans towards the end of Christmas and get you all a nice little stimulus before before the year's up so you can pay your bills. Nobody wants to see anybody evicted on Christmas, right? Or have like the lights go out or a bill cut off. They'll be the real Ebenezer Scrooge and get some visits from the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. You know what I'm saying? So they try to roll that out. They try to roll that out real quick. And Trump was like, nah, he was mad at Mitch because Mitch ain't hold him down with the voters fraud. So he was like, nah, I mean, I think the American people should get a lot more than that.
So
what's up with the 600?
yeah,
What's up with the
you're right,
2000?
bro. And here's the thing about that.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you send. This is what happens when you have out of touch people making decisions. First of all, out of 900 billion, they can only find $600. Then they got these other projects that's put into the package. Every dollar of that 900 billion should have went back into the pockets of the people instead
Hey,
of
yo,
all
Trump
these other pork projects
really shitted.
that was
He
popping up.
really shitted on Mitch too, yo. Like he shitted on Mitch. He started pulling all of that government, that national aid shit out. All of that. This billion goes to. He pulled all that shit out. Like he shitted on Mitch, yo. That shit was. He did Mitch dirty. And then Nancy Pelosi, of course, looks at it and says, "Hell yes, let's push this through the House." Pushed it through the House. Mitch McConnell jumped as high as we ever seen a white man jump and blocked the shit out of that. He blocked it. He didn't even.
Yeah, he was up there at the top of the rim. He was up there at the top of the backboard.
Above the rim. He was above the rim like Leon.
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't over.
He was way up there. Like
after that, Bernie Sanders goes ham egg. He goes Hammy Davis Jr. on fucking Mitch McConnell. Goes Hammy Davis Jr. Gives like he was using Trump tweets in his speech. You know how they have like a little
but you know what, man?
He put a Trump tweet up on a bulletin for the PowerPoint, like immediately, because that's what Trump tweeted out there. But it's been a fiasco, y'all.
Let me also say this: if you didn't realize that Nancy Pelosi just got reelected as House Speaker.
Tonight. Yes, tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Just popped. That just popped. Also, what is Trump doing? Trying to pressure Georgia Secretary of State to find vote?
Bro.
He bro. That's like some mob shit.
You peeped that? Wow.
That's some mob shit.
That was some mob shit. That was definitely some mob shit. He hit him with the you better find those votes.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't like, yo, you sure there ain't no votes? It wasn't like, oh, yo, you may, if you look over here in this county, you may have some.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you better find. I don't get that true G shit.
You better find those votes. That's
like Papa. It's like Jackson. Like, what do you call it? It's like Michael Jackson's father. Yo, go out there and get that switch.
You better fix the switch, man. You better fix the switch. That was terrible. I was like, I felt that.
Trump said, he said, you better find blum 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 blum. The rest
1,800 million votes.
Yo, we got Ant Moss out here. He got with the comments. He with the shits. He said he's with the shit too. He's a stupid motherfucker. Want to try to use Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, style of the Mac 10. He try acting. That's what the fuck happens.
They sound like
Instead of stimulus ain't hit yet. Yo, they better stop messing with my money and send me my things. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
Hey, facts, Anthony. Mr. Moss, you're 100% correct. But they've already played with my emotions already. Because I ain't seen my shit for another 5 to 18 weeks. You see that big ass gap? It didn't tell me 5 to 10. It's 5 to 18. You gotta come and check.
Oh. He says, Mitch about to catch.
Hold on a second, Anthony. The government was like this. The government was like this with your money. They was like 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. Flip that shit over. That's right.
The government was
like this. They did the old school. They did the old school. 1 for you, 1 for me.
No.
2 for you, 1, 2 like for me.
Everybody remember Pookie, Chris Rock roll, New Jack City. How much for some soda? Oh, good Lord, Cuffs Smith. He put it in my hand.
How much for order ribs?
No, ribs.
Put it in my hand, 15 cents. What the fuck? Like, yeah, they was bugging out with that one, man. But this is definitely comedy. I mean, I like my son's check hit over the weekend, so people are definitely getting this. I don't know when or how, or there's even talks now Like all eyes is on Georgia for the Senate runoff, though, right? You know, for the Senate runoff that's going on
Well, that's
because
because Stacey Abrams and her sister, ain't they got something going on with that whole thing? Stacey
I don't
Abrams
know
and her
about
sister, who's
Stacey
a
Abrams.
judge or something like that.
There's always something going on. What we are aware of and what we are knowledge to is two different things. So there's always something going on.
Fact.
Yeah. So yeah, this Senate runoff.
Let me
going
go
on in
back to
Georgia,
something real
man,
quick.
That's gonna hold on real quick, Kev. That's gonna determine the majority leader in Senate, and so that would be kind of fucking crazy if Dems controlled the House, the Senate, and the presidential election. You know what I mean? At the same damn time, I can't remember the last time some shit like that has happened. So all eyes on Georgia in the next couple of weeks, definitely. All right, Kev, my bad.
No, you good. I wanted to kind of touch back on this whole Nancy Pelosi thing. See, Nancy Pelosi got game, and she running major game on American people. Because remember, a few years ago, she got caught up in that whole insider trading scandal, right? That's when you could make deals behind closed doors and get your money. Huh?
She was trying to trade that old pussy. What she trying to
do? She was trading them stocks. She was trading them. They had that whole insider trading scandal going on with them, and she was making a ton of money. She been had money. She got long money, right? So she's like, I don't need no big ass house because I ain't got to drive for myself. I ain't got to cook for myself. I don't got to clean my own crib. I ain't trying to walk up and down stairs. So she good where she at. You know what I'm saying? So she got plenty of money. Mitch McConnell, was interesting about him is that he from Kentucky, right? I think, and he live in one of the poorest countries in the whole. Yeah, and his people ain't got no money except for the people that work for what is it? Except for the people that work for Jack Daniels, they're the only ones that got money. Everybody else broke.
Yeah, do you know anybody from Kentucky?
Well, hold on. I do know somebody from Kentucky. My daughter spent a year in Kentucky. I hate Kentucky. And there's some country Negroes there.
But I mean, to God, I wasn't in the lineup. Yeah, I really forgot. I really forgot. I wasn't like, wow, you don't hear about that every day.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah.
But the thing is,
and he's meeting people from Kentucky.
Well, I know a bunch of people from there. But here's the thing. And remember that group, the rap group, Anthony Hamilton, all from Kentucky. The Nappy Roots.
Okay.
Kentucky. Okay. All them people from there. But there's some good people there. Don't get me wrong. My thing about that, I like their senator though, even though he does some asshole shit. The senator there, the governor there. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's a good dude. Also, everybody. You guys already know I'm a Republican. So Mitch McConnell makes it hard to be a Republican, because you need that shit too to pay your motherfucking bills. But you want to be like, oh no, you don't, because where's the money coming from? It's gonna catch up in the back end. Like where we get, but in the real sense of things, it doesn't matter where the money's coming from then, because we need that shit now, bro. Because taxes. This is the first of the year. My property tax is done. So $24,000 and some change is due. That's like me buying a new fucking car every fucking year is now due. Thank you very fucking much. I need the paper. And I like I say before, I left I didn't leave. I was forced out of my job. I worked for Google. I was making bank. I love my job. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't travel anymore. I couldn't do any shit. Now the job I do now, it's cake work. To be honest, I ain't gonna put my business out there like that because, well, anyway, it's cake work because I know how to. Every job I get, I know how to manipulate the system. That's what you do. You find a way to make your job easier than you have to be. And I find that even though it's a good company, right? It's still not the same pay as Google. I can't it is what it is. But I still make my money. I still make my bank. If not, I have to be out there sucking dick for rock. Whatever I gotta do.
Yeah, that's a fact. I do not hail Hydra. I'm not a Republican. I do not,
He did say that.
I'm very Democrat. I'm very for I'm for democracy. But it's the testament to our panel, though. It's a testament to my homie who I've known for years. For years. And I feel like honestly,
Man, you ain't got to cover for him, bro.
like, nah, check this out. Take a good look at the screen right now. Take a look at the screen. That right there, that guy right there, that's bro. That's he's a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? And I've known
He's a
him
real one.
for
He's
a
real one.
long time, a very long time. And homie is a Republican. I am a Democrat. Y'all see us ever, yo, on some extra extreme bullshit? Like to see where y'all take it, to see where social media takes it, and everybody like really going to war and at each other's necks on some politics shit. You're not getting down to the individualism of who you are and who I am, you know? So I think that's a
Bro,
huge testament
Well,
to us.
get to those comments, bro. What are these
I
comments,
know,
bro?
we gonna get there. I'm politicking, man. Yo, chill, B. Hey, yo, why you trying to rush my flow, son? Check this out. You be interrupting them bars. It says, Mitch about to catch a can of tea across the face. He keep messing with my money. Word. Word. Yeah, every Republican makes it hard to be a Republican, though,
that's
right?
funny.
Like, that's a fact. Like Trump, y'all had it bad. Republicans had it very bad this year. Y'all. They had Trump as a president-elect, and every week they trying to make up excuses for that. And Mitch McConnell in the Senate, and he's just a fucking.
Anthony
So
right up. Mr. Moss right about that. Yeah, Nancy a true
Moore
gangster.
says Nancy
Yeah.
is the true gangster, mobster, even. May definitely be some truth to the word. So yes, sir. Money, where we about to eat at? I don't know, Diamond. I don't know. I'm trying to eat somewhere nice. I like to eat good food. Know what I'm saying? I like to eat real nice. Everybody gonna throw that check in the head.
Diamond, based
What I
on your
gotta do for
profile
the
pic,
strange.
you know damn well you're going straight to the lobster to get them cheesy biscuits.
Yeah. How accurate? How accurate is he, Black? He says Black gotta do something strange for some change.
I do
Sometimes
pay for $1. I'll make you holla.
don't tell nobody. Know what I mean? Yeah, that was a pretty accurate
Anthony,
take.
whatever you do. Hey, Anthony, whatever you do, as long as you ain't on your stomach, you good.
No,
Okay? Just don't be
bro,
on your
the next
stomach.
comment.
That's where you cross the line.
Because I
Yeah,
want
shout out to our sponsor, man. Thanks, shit.
What's the T?
You know what I mean?
All right.
Twisted T hit niggas in the face.
Yeah. Democrat, Republican, we all getting half over by both sides. Ain't no need to be beefing over. I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's the most factual thing.
Like I said, my bad. Like I said on the platform a long months ago, man. Like it went. Well, actually, Black said it. When cops pull you over, yo, they don't ask if you're a Democrat or a Republican. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man.
Well, it's funny because I was talking to my boy. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
No, go ahead, bro. You good?
No, I was talking to my boy last. I was in Philly visiting my boy Randy. Shout out to Randy.
Randy.
Definitely. Mulek. And we were just sitting there just popping shit. Like we were like, it's funny because me and that dude, we go way back. I remember days when my mother used to throw Thanksgiving, and I used to invite him over. He used to come over with my family, and we would just sit there and talk. My mom would feed him, give him like all type of Southern soul food stuff like that. It's crazy. I love that dude, man. But we were 8 hours straight. We talked about finances.
Mm-hmm.
I think he froze up. Yeah, he definitely
broke up a little bit.
Yeah, back. All right.
Yeah, you back.
Like you guys,
So
that we can sit down
about finances.
Yeah, finances and politics and everything. And it's great that we can just sit back and the time passes, right? And you just have an intelligent conversation, and you can get more from it than you take. I mean, and it's great. And we sat down, we talked about it. He's like, listen, he was saying himself, and let me give you a description. He's a white guy, Jewish, older guy, same age, about a year older than I. We're about to sit about a couple months apart. And he was like, "Yo, it's just like we're so focused on race and cultures and what people we're presumed or stereotyped to do that we're forgetting about that we're all human beings, and that we actually allow them to placate Republicans, Democrats, whatever side we fall on, and we're all getting shit on like that. Like Anthony just said, we're all getting shit on, and the government has the answers hanging right here. And to think that the government is actually divided is bullshit. They're all one uniform. They all have the same answers. They all are on the same. They're all cool. They just feed us the bullshit. They feed us the bullshit to keep us divided because we allow them to allow us to get that way. And the thing is that in the left, let's say the left, they're all about emotion. Like they say Democrats is all about emotions and all shit like that. And the right side is all conservative and shit like that, right? But we're both fucked up. And they're both dangling meat on like in front of us, right? And they already have the solution to all the problems that we have, right? But they're waiting for us to give them the response that they're willing that they want to get from us. They're manipulating us to give them the exact response they already know that we're going to give them, so they can unleash other shit from us. And that we're not like really COVID is really the change of how America is going to be going forward. It's never going back to the way it used to be. It's a new. Everything's new from here. For the infrastructure, buildings, loans.
It's a new.
Go ahead, bro. Add to that. Go ahead.
It's a new. What is it? It's a new normal, is what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Because he's actually a well-known artist. Yeah. He's been everywhere. He went to Denmark and lived for years. He was telling me about. He's gonna come on the show. And he was saying that in Denmark is more like I like the monarchy type atmosphere, type government, where no one can own shit there. They're all workers. They all work for that. And if anybody makes too much money, they'll shut them down because no one can be at a certain level higher than what they're supposed to be. I'll let him explain that further detail. The man he was dropping jewels upon jewels, and we gotta really rethink about our whole parties and shit like that, because the party is just another way to divide. It's just like race, color, creed, and stuff like that. It's all bullshit, and we have to look past that. And the biggest problem with us as people is no one wants to be fucking wrong. And when we all challenge each other's idealistic ways of our values and what we place that we hold high, then we decide to think, nah, you're wrong. You're attacking me. But when we have to rethink that, because we're all right in some way, but how much right do you want to be? You know what I mean? It's fucked up. I don't know if I'm projecting that clearly enough, but we're all right.
I follow you.
But it's about the value of like how right do you want to be in order to defend your point versus the reality of the situation.
That's a good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's real talk.
Yeah, it's all. I mean,
my question.
People don't want to negotiate their arguments. So, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they feel as if their laws are based upon moral compass. You know, because people are very resolute in their morals. They're very resolute, and that's why you actually get, conservatives and the quote unquote liberals. And it's kind of that both sides. I mean, you're right. I agree with you. Like, both sides definitely do have their flaws, and they may not be able to see any form of common ground in people, because, like you said, they do go golf right after they're done with their meetings. You know what I'm saying? They go golf and do whatever they want while they decide your fate. So it does get a little sketchy, but hopefully this $600.
Bro, it's a game, and we're all puppets. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
We're all
imagine that though, Black. Imagine if this was all one big opera, right? And we're the dummies watching.
You're right. And that's exactly
Not
the word
ready,
he
yo. You're
used.
not ready for that, are you? Like,
Hold up.
not ready.
No. That's exactly what he said. That's the word that Randy used was opera. That's exactly the word he said. That's what he used. Exactly.
Like this was just some Broadway play. And everybody who agrees with whatever, like the movies, you know? Like Darth Vader, you got Darth Vader fans and you got Luke Skywalker fans. You know? Like, what if this was some shit like that?
So
and we're all just getting fucking played.
I want to address something. I need to address something. So Black said he was conservative. Now here's the reality of it is the great majority of Black folks are conservative by nature because we believe in rules. We believe in a higher power. Same thing that most Christians believe in. Most Black folks believe in that as well. Also, we paying into the government. We want to make sure that our money is spent properly. So, you know, there's a lot of Black fiscal conservatives. And it's funny because JB used to give me a hard time about being a conservative. I'm like, bro, I'm not, no, I'm more of an independent, you know what I'm saying? But I get it, Black. Right. You know, you believe in some rules because rules are important because without rules, we got chaos. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you this opportunity to clarify yourself what that means to you to be a conservative so we don't get our channel blown. What does that mean to you to be a conservative?
Well, there's no such thing as a conservative nowadays, man. I don't believe that. Just like they think when they keep saying that people are liberals, we are all liberals because if we're not liberals, then things would never change. Things would always be the constant state. We would never got to the point we are now. We are all liberals. That's what the fuck it means to be to liberate yourself. Like we want liberation as a country. Like so people don't understand the word that they use. People use snowflake, they use liberal. They don't even understand the word that they're using. But if they open the dictionary and find out
that's true,
liberal, that means that Republicans would have never changed. We would have been the same old men go to work, come home, women at home cooking, cleaning and shit. We would have been in that same background, the whole thing. Because that means there would be no fucking change. There'd be no evolution to anything because you want to stay consistent.
Do you think
that also would mean also that Republicans would be against gay people, period. Because like you wouldn't be able to progress. You wouldn't be able to accept people that of different transgender stuff like that if you were stand pat and being conservative.
But I don't think they do though. Not the vast majority of conservatives out here. I don't think they respect the gay community.
No, I don't think so because believe it or not, I think the vast majority of Republican types or conservative types. Listen, at the end of the day, we all have someone who is bisexual, homosexual, lesbian in our families. They say that, but believe it or not, they always vote in favor of the people for the most part. I think a lot of conservative types care about the money, and because if they pay in taxes, they want their monies to go to the right places, and they want their money spent right. I think that's conservative. Right. Then you got that extreme conservative it's all about Jesus and God, and they believe what they believe. But most conservatives that I know are business owners, and those types of people are like, I'm just trying to make a good impact on my community by if I pay my taxes, spend the money properly, and make sure that we can create programs and projects and zones to where people can prosper. Those are the types of conservatives I run into or have dealt with. I've come across some people who are real preachy and serious Christians, but they're willing to put that aside for the betterment of the people most of the time.
Go ahead, yeah, check. Let me get to these comments real quick.
Do so. You're right. Go ahead, bro.
Let's do that.
Yo, I like the non-49ers hat, bro. Look like we about to like NWA. We about to form a new one.
Yeah. Fuck out of here, yo. My Niners ain't doing too hot right now. We gotta move on. Sweet Jesus is like the perfect evolution of beards. Oh wow, you got jokes, jokes.
Yeah. My
Big
shit
Cap, I
fly.
ain't
I
gonna
don't know
be
what
in
you're
my
talking
bag
about.
either. Post
All right,
2020,
good.
just like post
But if you do that shit,
9/11.
that's between you.
He says, I just did a video about this earlier today. We have the ability to take back our power from the government to meet our needs, but as long as we're divided, they hold the power. It was a long video, though. Oh,
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah,
yeah,
let us
yeah.
know the
Right.
video. We'll send post that in the link in the comments of Clockwatch. We want to hear it. We want to see it.
Yeah.
We're all about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. We would love to check that out because I mean, all that says is you're of like minds. Like, this is shit that we've been saying on this platform for I don't know how long. How long? You know what I'm saying, Black? Like me and Black has had like I don't know how many moments on here. A Democrat and a Republican. I mean, fuck that. I wouldn't even call us Democrats and Republicans. I wouldn't even say he's a Republican and I'm a fucking Democrat. Because at the end of the day, if your idea is aligned with any of us, that's a Republican. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's
Listen,
where
at
we're
the
gonna
end of the
listen
day,
to.
it's two wings of the same bird, because the bird is the government going in this direction. They want to see how many people this year fuck with
Listen,
us and
man.
how many people this year don't. And whoever messing with us, we all let's go this route. But it's the same direction, no matter what side you on. So
That's basically what I was trying to say, Kev. You're right. We're all doing the same shit, but we think we're doing something different because we've been told, because the constituents of each side have us believing bullshit, but we're all in the same fucking pot of stew together. Like, fuck the labels. We gotta do better.
Wait till we get hyped when it's about election time, though, right? Everybody gets so excited. Like, holy shit.
But I want to say this real quick though, because and if anybody, whoever's listening, whoever watches later, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, whoever you're watching this, we are the people. We hold all the power, but we don't realize how powerful we are. The government does not supersede us. We allow them because we give them that responsibility of actually controlling us. But if we bond together, if you know your constitution, if you know your rights, and you know all the amendments, we can overthrow them by coming together instead of being parties as one, and our vote, and not our votes, we can, if we don't like something the government does, we can actually outlaw it, we can change it. They do not supersede us. But the people think that they are, because they did this thing, a small little word that evokes so much shit. It's called fear. They instill fear in us about everything. You're scared to do this because you're feeling the repercussions of the long hand of the law, whatever they're going to do to you. But we have more power to them. We have more power to them. We have more loopholes. We have more shit to do. We can. But it's all about us doing this.
We have the power to make change. I agree with that. We do have the power to make change.
I hear that.
The question is are we all on the same page?
No, because
that is the $1 million question.
Because in every race, they always placate or downplay another part of their own race. Blacks do it to other blacks. We always try to do shit to style on each other. Who got the freshest gear? Who got this and that and all the shit? The shit that don't mean shit. That is the guns and butter of shit. We still have ignorant people we teach them, and whites do it to other whites. They do it to like, oh, it's poor white trash, or he's trying to be like. Every race does it to each other. You look at Spanish, certain Spanish people, cultures, they think, oh, you're that, you're just that in the third. We do, and we're so ready to be divided because we don't want to be considered in the same bracket as somebody that we feel lesser of us. The problem with us the problem with people, mankind is. Everybody wants to be cool. And this is Randy's word too. I just talked about that. A word that's so close to that is being a fucking fool. No one wants to be wrong. We'll stand on that hill and die on that hill because we cannot say, you know what, I was wrong. You know what, I'm sorry. Because we're so afraid how that may make us look. fuck it. I'm never afraid to say if I'm wrong about something. Yeah, I'll be a bully about shit, and I'll fucking drag that shit out and be like, oh, you know what? Did I get to a point where, you know what? You're right. I was wrong. Even clips will tell you. We have some situations. That motherfucker will tell me I'm straight wrong. He'll say, yo, cuz, you dead wrong. And I'll be like, you know what? I know I am. I am.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, he would do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people.
I think we all three of us are like that, though. We would tell you if it's not right, we'll tell you.
Yeah.
But but you have to have a certain kind of relationship with folks to be able to talk real and talk straight to them. You know, but
it's just not with folks.
I think what you're saying is some powerful stuff and some real stuff. That's true. I agree with that. Yeah. I think earlier we talked about this before you was able to come in about going into 2021 versus 2020, and are you the same OG and all that? Some of that is that carries over to what you just said. Yeah. All right, go ahead, King.
Nah, I'm just got it.
You was about to say something. I didn't want to cut you off.
Nah, I was listening to y'all. Y'all good. Y'all was spitting them balls.
I'm sorry. Right. Y'all see me looking up in the background. I'm looking at this Eagle game, yo. Jalen Hurts is not yo. Carson
the Giants about to get in there. The Giants is about to get in there, yo. They about to lose. Eagles is about to lose, correct? They're about to lose and let the Giants get in there. Correct? This is wild.
We're going to switch it up.
Run right now.
Listen.
Now check this out.
Okay, so me and King got a little bit more.
Here's what we got real quick.
We need to talk about this. We need to talk. Yeah.
Finish your statement real quick, and then we'll get into this.
Listen. Me and King are on the same page. We don't like the Eagles because we NFC East. Okay, I'm Cowboys. He's something about some dudes on the West Coast that played in San Francisco Rice Company or some shit like that. I don't know, but that's his team.
The Gold
America's team.
The 49ers, the Gold.
Yeah, our uniforms are very manly. Hold on. Our uniforms are manly and chill, and we just gonna go out and beat you up, and we're gonna win some Super Bowls. They all about sparkly and sparkles and shiny shit. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I saw his team on Project Runway with what's not Project Runway, but the dude that what's his name? The dude that do the dress up. Oh, never mind. He part of the community. What's his name? They do the show. What's up, boy's name to do the show that's been around forever? I saw his team on that show.
You froze, bro.
But it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just kidding.
But this I didn't even know that. I just briefly saw it. I didn't open the article and read it. The new Karen, the wrestler's 14-year-old son.
Yeah.
Jazz mission to the what's that? What?
All right, so the new unidentified
his son been hanging out with
a 14-year-old son of a jazz musician to the ground. She accused him of stealing her iPhone. She now faces assault, grand larceny, and attempted robbery.
That's crazy.
There's video footage.
No, we're gonna do this season. We're gonna, before you talk, I'm sorry, Clips. We're gonna do this season because we have a feature where we can play the video as we talk. We're gonna do that this year. We're gonna do this season.
Oh, we need that. We definitely need that. We need that. That's a fact. We need that feature here because I would love to run this footage real quick because it went viral and it got like 2.3 million views in like a day, a whole day. This girl runs this kid down. She was beefing with him at first about how he had her iPhone, and he's like, "Yo, you didn't make the only iPhone on earth. Like, you know, the only iPhone on earth isn't yours. Like, you know, this is my phone. Like, if I just like take it out the case. And he's like, man, fuck this, I'm out, right? And she ran at him and grabbed him by his shit and was trying to like pull him off and slammed him to the ground and really went crazy. She got crazy, you know? So
Right.
this is what we working with. This is what we working with. Um, she faces all sorts of shit right now. What's your thoughts on this, man? Yeah, his
He
little
walking all over
violating.
me. Let me move his
Violating him right now.
But go ahead and finish though.
So yeah, new Karen alert. New Karen alert basically, Cav. How you feel about that, man?
Listen, I'm not licensed, but I'm about to give you my professional opinion on this. Here's the thing, right?
There you go.
So I can understand the fact that she felt like she had her property stolen. And I get the fact that you want to hold the suspect there until the police came. But me personally, if you touch my child, and I know because my child has an iPhone too, and if you touch her and put hands on her, you about to get these hands. You about to get choked out. You about to listen. When we go to court, there's going to be a lot of paperwork involved. It's going to be a lot of furniture moving, and there's going to be a lot of furniture moving during the time. But I'll do my own paperwork because I know how to do that. So it's going to be a lot of paperwork going on. But first of all, okay, all iPhones cost over $1,000 for the most part, right? If you get a new one, it's going to cost you $1,000. Right there is a felony because most states, if you try to take somebody's property that's worth over $500, that's technically going to be a felony. And you putting your hands on people, that's assault. Now, here's the deal, right? If you feel like your property is being stolen, you take a step back because she bold. She real bold. The fact that she confronted two black dudes and tried to physically restrain them, and then dad got his phone out recording it. Man, listen, you touch my daughter, you fixing to get everything that I've learned and all my training. You're going to get choked out because we're going to go to court hand in hand. You're going to learn a lesson so that you know not to ever put your hands on a man, especially a man like me. So, and the fact that you thought my child stole from you is going to be a problem. It's going to be a real problem. So you're going to get these hands, you're going to get choked, and it ain't going to be the fun kind of choking. It's going to be, I'm gasping for my breath. I'm grasping for my life choking. And when I get done writing the paperwork, you're going to owe me a lot of money. You're going to pay for my lawyers. You're going to pay me some restitution. It's going to be ugly. And I feel for her because in her mind, because we all got phones, right? Our lives are in our phones. And she felt like, I got to get my phone, but she crossed the line. And oh boy, told her straight, let me tell y'all something. When a black person you think you're the only person that you was the only person in the world with an iPhone, he tried to tell her, lady, you crossing the line and it's about to be ugly. But he didn't follow up. He's like, listen, I'm recording you. You ain't the only person with an iPhone, but he didn't do nothing. He didn't follow up. Now, me, on the other hand, I would have said, listen, I got what I need. We fixing to go dark. And I would have protected my child.
Would have been demon time.
My child over a phone. My daughter got a better phone than you. Man, you about to get these hands.
You'd have been on demon time.
I would have been on TMZ, Channel 9 News. Was that?
I say you'd have been on demon time.
I'd have been on TMZ, Channel 9 News, Twitter. I would have been on what else? What is it? What's the website everybody go to? I'd have been on that shit too. Facebook,
Clubhouse.
I would have been. My memes would have been right. Listen, I might as well have had a tea in my hand. That's what it would have went down. You're not gonna touch my child, and you're not gonna touch me over a damn iPhone because I ain't got it like that, but I got it enough. Like my daughter gonna have the same phone you got. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Black, what's up?
No, I just watched the video right now. She assaulted him. She came to it, and as she assaulted him, she fell and fell down like he hit her, and then accused him wanted to check the serial number of the cell phone. But first of all, we all know that you got your phone. Listen, she looked like a hoe, so she looked like she had her phone password on her phone to begin with. And if you have your password on the fucking phone, how the fuck did he unlock her phone? Like that doesn't make no damn sense to begin with. And face recognition, how's he videotaping her with her iPhone if he's holding the camera?
Nah, he wasn't holding the camera. The one that was getting thrown around. Remember, she grabbed him up by his shit, and he's look. They have other footage, like a hotel footage of her grabbing him and slinging him up. yeah. Like it get crazy. That footage get kind of crazy. She hemmed him up, sort of like.
Here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy. I can almost guarantee you this woman is a decent person. She's probably a really decent person. She was probably down there marching at the Black Lives Matter rallies and all that shit. She probably had a sign, all that shit, in her yoga pants and all that shit with her mask on. She was down there in the mix.
You talking about those yoga pants? Why are you talking about that? Why the fuck is she wearing Jesus slippers in the dead of winter? Well, her toe, like, yo, did you see them shit? Her toe, her middle toe longer than her big toe, B. Like, listen.
See,
that's because
she lived in a neighborhood and she felt comfortable going to the local store.
Who is she to question us? And he also says, why did he have to prove anything to her? Hey, yo, check this out. Facebook user, just log on to the terms of StreamYard if you can in the description of the video so we can see who you are. You know what I mean? And we don't have to call you generic Facebook user.
Whoever said that is absolutely right. I agree with that as well. She was like, he got my phone. What he should have did. Now, me, I'm different. Okay. I would have took that phone and I don't believe in hitting women and shit like that. I'm just not like that. I just don't believe in that. But in that situation, he needed to assert himself and say, I need everybody to understand this situation so this doesn't go down again, and took that phone and probably open-handed that phone up against her so that she understand, don't ever do that again because it could cost you your life, but I'm teaching you a lesson so that you don't prejudge people.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna help you by hitting you with this phone open hand so that you don't prejudge people and you don't get in this situation again, because next time this could literally cost you your life.
Yeah. I mean,
since my dad wouldn't step in and put an end to it.
You know what I'm saying? This wasn't just like an accusation. This was full-on assault. This was assault. This is all.
She could have got him killed. Really? She could have got him killed. Bro, she could have got him killed because if somehow somebody at the store called the police could have showed up, saw him and his dad filming, and got overly aggressive. And next thing you know, we marching the street again under another robbery case or a George Floyd case.
It's literally robbery.
Yeah, literally
robbery
by the book. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yo, Black Earth, how you feel about that, man?
But hey, bro,
I feel conflicted.
What's up? Why you feel conflicted? Don't tell me some shit like Shorty got a fat ass, yo. Like, come on, man.
Shorty ain't had no ass. She had no body. She had no build.
Is this your conservative side? Is this your conservative side?
Nah, my conservative side saying that she should have had some shoes on that was close. She had some shell top Adidas on or some shit like that.
Yeah, what's the conservative side feel about this though?
I feel that she really why would she turn around and accuse that young man of taking her iPhone? Like she was in an iStore. iPhone, it was an iStore, right? It was an Apple Store.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it looked like an Apple Store. It looked like it. So she could have went and had them easily find her iPhone. It would have been definitely come on, man.
Hold up. So she could have had who find her iPhone?
The you call it the tablets in the store. Hold on.
You know why they didn't?
Because he was black.
No, because this bitch went crazy.
Why?
And tried
actually, to be honest with you, it looked like a Bed Bath. Oh, she had a Gap. She looked like Bed Bath and Beyond or some shit. It looks like what do you call them shit with the lotions and shit.
Yo, the
Oh, he
reason
said,
why
oh,
she
hold
didn't
up.
do that,
He said,
man.
he said, find her iPhone is off on it.
Yeah. Like,
Listen,
And then the guy,
I can
the worker,
understand.
automatically, she accused him. The worker co-signed her behavior and told him that he was not leaving and
Obviously,
show her the proof. If that's not privilege,
I don't know what it is, bro. This is Karen shit. This is the Karen shit.
okay.
Karen Foundation.
All right, listen.
Hey,
Go
yo,
ahead,
Facebook
Black.
user,
I mean,
accept the
King. Go
terms
ahead,
of
King.
StreamYard, bro. Facebook user, accept the terms of StreamYard. I see you leaving mad comments. We want to know who you are, man. That's all. I don't want to keep going.
why are we talking about shit like this? All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Continue. I'll bring it up after you finish talking. Go ahead, bro.
I got it. But continue. Yo, log on to hit the link in the description of the video and accept the terms of StreamYard Facebook user so we can have open dialogue with you. You know what I'm saying? All right, Guy Black, what you say?
It's crazy because I had it was a situation a couple days ago, and I witnessed I had witnessed about some I was out at a bar and I witnessed a chick in the bar talking about she didn't have jungle fever and that she didn't like black cock up in the bar and then I saw another white chick, not that it matter, defend like stood up and was like, yo, that shit is racist. Why would you even say that? And then she was like, no, but he's a cool dude and no shit like that. But that's some crazy shit as it is. Like, do you find that I mean, if a woman said that, how would you feel about that? If you heard somebody say that about somebody else?
Hold up, what?
Go ahead, King.
So, you in a bar and you talking about
exactly, right? Pause.
Yeah.
I thought we was talking about carrying an iPhone, and he talking about
like
chick at the bar talking about
she don't like
BBC.
Because it was basically all in the same line. Because basically she accused that man of we were saying that she accused him because he's black. She could just be accusing him because he was the person next to her. We don't really know that. I mean, if we're looking at it in the greater scheme of things, we don't really know that.
Right.
But I mean, because he was just the person next
King,
to
her. King, we gotta go to the comments. Let's go to the comments and then we're gonna regroup and come back to that. Cause
all right.
That was funny, bro.
Wow,
oh my god, dude.
Listeners. All right. Facebook user says she felt it was her place to correct us as black people since we can't do anything without white guidance. Everyone stood by as she dispensed her justice.
They did. They did do that.
My problem is not only the act that was done, but the environment that followed the child to be assaulted. That's facts. That allowed that child to be assaulted. That God is Father. Thank God his father was present. I hear that.
Oh.
Okay. Nah, I definitely get it.
Listen, she was convicted in the fact.
Yeah.
God. No, you got it. Go ahead.
I think it's crazy.
No, I want to hear what you got to say because I want to hear what you got to say.
This is bugged out, right? This is bugged out. I understand, like, we all had a rough year. We all had a really tough, trying year. You know.
It's been different.
I think we've been talking about it this whole episode because this is the first episode of the year, but trying to new year, new me, same OG. Like, whenever these topics come up, they somehow run into each other and coincide, you know? And it's, you want to get rid of the year that we had. But people don't know how to. People don't know how to let that emotion out. And this pressure is bursting. They're getting into these stores. And yes, it was. I'm going to say it was some privilege because, come on, I'm not just. If I lost my phone in the store, I'm just going to try to call it, see where it is. Yo, can you call a phone?
That would be logical and basic.
Can you call a phone?
Okay, but if you don't have a phone, how you gonna call your phone if you don't have a phone?
It's an iStore. It's an iStore.
If it's a telephone store, like he said,
if you don't have a
can
phone, how
y'all
you
call
gonna
my
call it?
phone for me? My number is such and such. Call it for me, bro, quick. Especially if I think this nigga took it. Because now if it rings, I can go stupid now. I can slam him on the floor and grab my phone and call the cops.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. This bitch just went nuts. Okay. Like, oh, black man, he must have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. That's wild. Like, come on, man. I like this type of shit right here. I love this. You know. Our nation's ugly. You know what I'm saying? We wake up and go outside and we live our lives and we do our day-to-day routines. And a lot of us are blind to this type of shit, or they want to ignore it and keep it out of their fucking lives because they don't like toxic energy, right? But this is real. This is how we move forward, man. If you take a good look at this and see a little ugly in yourself, hopefully you do. That's why I keep bringing shit like this up. You know what I'm saying? See it in yourself. The conversation is supposed to be uncomfortable.
I have a question for you. Do you think that a race that we blow a lot of shit out of proportion because of the media? Do we think that we actually look for shit to be more racist than it really is?
No. And I'm gonna tell you like this. No. The reason why it's being blown out of proportion is because more and more people are starting to film situations like this. People weren't pulling out their cameras before. Now they're pulling out their fucking cameras, and these people are going viral.
That's great that you said that, because remember there was a movie, right? I forgot what it was called, 24. So and I think it was Al Pacino. It was one of the movies. I think it was Al Pacino. No, Richard De Niro, and he died in like the first beginning of the movie. Robert De Niro, and he died in like the first part of the movie, and it was videotaped, but there was all different perspectives of this death of him. But the reality of it, because it started getting filmed at a certain part of it, you only seen a glimpse of the sorry, I got something on my fucking tongue. Anyway, so the glimpse of the fucking of the story, and you know, and the picture's worth 1,000 words, they say, correct? So sometimes those words are not formulated in the right way, and it can paint a picture other than what really transpired or what happened. Well, so, I mean, my eyes have been woke lately to that, because you know what?
I get that part. But in this case, particular situation, the 14-year-old showed no aggression to her. That's all facts. Number two, that was indeed his phone that she attacked him for. Number three, it doesn't matter what the fuck he said to her about his phone. Because let a bitch talk that shit to me while I'm in the phone now. Like, I'm in the joint, me and my daughter, me and my 14-year-old are there. She's not going to get a chance to attack my 14-year-old.
Let me play double advocate for a second.
If my 14-year-old is chilling with her phone, right? Like, let's talk the facts. I understand how she can get misinterpreted through media and everything else. And, man, that person is a good guy. They would never do something like that, right? Until you see it, though. But see, the fact is, this type of shit happens every day. Slick Rick told you that back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit happens every day. We just see it now a lot more because people are pulling out their fucking phones and recording it.
I feel you. But what I'm saying to you is, what if, well, I'll play devil's advocate. What if Shorty, right, had a whole brother at home, right? And whole brother, and that's her man, right? and she gets painted in this light of being racist because of her action, and she's truly not a racist. Yet that she's only reacting because her boyfriend or husband's nephew has stolen, that was the same age as him, has stole from them already. So she was just been a little on an edge, thinking that you know what, this shit just happened to me at home because my husband's nephew just took from us, and you know what, and he reminds me of him, so maybe he done stole from him. So I mean, there's so many aspects of spectrums of this shit, but we have allowed this country to divide us by race already, that we're already easily triggered by situations and the lighting that is put in.
So you're saying it's not what it is?
I'm saying that there's a great chance that it may not be what it is, because she could be getting dicked down every night at Harlem. We don't know that.
It was still foul for her to accuse somebody.
It's time for some reality. I got it. Listen, it's time for us to bring this shit back to some reality.
That is right and wrong is wrong. Like I don't deal in what ifs. I deal in absolutes. You know what I'm saying?
What do we absolutely know though?
I don't do what if though. Like the fact is, she attacked this nigga for his phone. Period. That's what the cops is looking at. She attacked this nigga for a phone. That's why.
And you know what? She's been raised right.
Assault charges, grand larceny, and attempted robbery. Strong arm robbery at that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy. You're right, because they label iPhones as grand larceny because of the dollar value.
So,
man, y'all talk. Listen, this is keep it 100, okay? If somebody ran up on you, if somebody ran up on you and grabbed your shit and tried to get your phone from them and claiming your phone to be theirs, what they gonna get? They gonna get it from Popeyes or Church's. What is it called? A 2-piece, right? They gonna get a 2-piece. If you paying your bill, if you got if you have an iPhone and you paying your bill and somebody run up on you is claiming that your phone is theirs, they gonna catch 2-piece, and that's just what it is. Now, whether you record that shit or not is up to you, and it depends on if you want to get likes on World Star or whatever. But it's the principle of it. Okay,
it's now, like this. So
she was wrong.
Attacked for a crime, right? You're getting attacked for a crime and shit. Then let's make it a crime for real. Then, like, whole lot, like, hey, whole lot. Then, like, exactly. You know what I mean? What are you doing running up on my 14-year-old for her phone?
I'm not Michelle Obama and all that bullshit about when they go low, we go high. No, we go low, we going all the way to the ground. That's just what it is. So you learn a lesson not to ever do this shit again.
Yeah, we're not going to be in a sport anywhere where our kids are getting attacked, right? Like, that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to look at my daughter and be like, yo, did you take her phone like a fucking sucker? Hell no. I know my daughter has an iPhone, and my daughter has an iPhone. Like, I'm a Samsung guy. Like, if my daughter ever got attacked in a mall, I'm probably, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, seeing that is like, I cut a lot of bullshit out of my life, right? And seeing as I made my family my number one priority, if I allow them to be attacked, then that person has to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? That person like has to go. Like there's no way around that. You know,
listen, that ain't nothing. That's just keeping it real, and that's
first priority is family, right? So
I do feel bad for the young lady because she felt like she found her suspect and she felt like she could have handled it right there. But for her to put her hands on a man and that man not knock the shit out of her says
definitely
a lot. Because if you grab your hands on me, I will give you an opportunity to fix it. Okay, maybe you got the wrong guy. But if you don't get your goddamn hands off of me, I'm about to show you what it is. So you can okay, you emotional and you into it, but you need to release me because if you don't, you about to learn a good ass lesson. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I come from.
Aunt Moore says, flip it black. Okay. A black woman spazzing out on a white teenager over a phone. Shorty would have got locked up on the spot, and people standing by would have stopped her. That's where race plays in. That was for you, Black.
Listen, man.
He also says, Shorter herself may not have been erased. Sure, herself may not have been a racist, but how it played out, she would have been different if the roles were switched. That's a fact.
That's a
Shorty.
good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't think she was a racist. She just felt like she had her man. She knew who took her phone, and she was willing to fight for her phone. But it blew up into a racial issue. That's my
I
personal
agree
thing.
with you,
I don't
Kev.
think the lady's racist.
I agree
She
with you,
said,
Kev.
"Okay, my phone's missing." Yeah, I think that's what happened.
I think she was just
I
a
think that's
hot-headed,
what happened.
crazy bitch. Lost her phone and
Hey,
just went
she
nuts.
was
That's a possibility.
she had
That's a
somebody.
possibility, bro.
So he had somebody coming through later, and she wasn't trying to miss it. She was like
That is
I'm in
a
quarantine.
possibility that this bitch was just fucking nuts. That she was just crazy, and anybody could have got it at that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's all I'm willing to give her. Because goddamn, man.
However, and there's always a however in life. When his dad was like, "Listen, if you feel like, do you think you're the only person with an iPhone?" She should have took a step back and calmed down and regrouped herself and be like, you know what, that's a good point. Sir, my iPhone was stolen. He was. Let's hold on. Let's get the authorities involved and see if let's get the authorities involved, because I can't hold you. And if you want to, you can knock the hell out of me or whatever. But you continuously grabbing on a person, you trying to get TMZ or trying to get the clout that you feel like you want, but you really don't want.
Yeah, she was definitely acting up and doing a whole lot extra.
I don't know, bro.
A whole lot of extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's good for the night, man.
There's some comments, B.
What up? My God, we got one more comment. Y'all stop beefing, B.
Yeah,
Relax.
Comments, B.
Relax, my God. I ain't even doing Facebook user because Facebook. And yeah, you missed the comments, bro, because we ran through those already. Yeah, we ran through those already. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. So that's what we got for the night, y'all. So all of our you viewers, thank you for tuning in. You can catch what's going on with Power P, man. You know what I mean? And I know we got a lot of other shows coming up as well.
Power P is making a return, baby. I'm hoping they can be back this Friday. If they're not, we'll figure it out. Shit, we got shit. I'll be this Thursday. What's this Thursday? This Thursday, Black Thoughts will be premiering. Big Kev is back in the house. Hopefully, we gonna launch this shit real soon. The Professional.
Okay.
Shout out to all our members of our crew. Lady E wasn't able to make it tonight. We got Tweet, big up the Tweet. Montana, bless her. We'll see you real soon.
Bless her.
Yeah, we doing different things. You gonna see my dog gonna even have his own shit. We're gonna do a live action dog show where his ass is walk all over niggas and shit, because that's what he doing to me right now. I'm gonna punk his ass and put him in the cage in a minute because he think he a cat walking a tightrope and shit.
Yeah. He was violating you the whole show, my guy. Like I wasn't even going to say nothing, but
give me some. He was like, give me some treats.
He told me I'm gonna shit on you.
He was violating you, son.
You already told me you're gonna shit on me. I ain't with that shit though. Shout out to all the members of the Clock Watch people, and people I didn't mention. Yo, shout out to each and every one of you fans out there that are on the show that that add value to us, that comment on our shows and add. Listen, if you want to be on Clock Watch, you want to come on one episode, so shoot us a subject and that you want to speak on, that you're powerful on it, and we'll get you on there, man. It's season 2, baby. We're doing big things. Right now, I'm not in big things because I just got home and me looking like a bum. But we're gonna get you back to the Clockwatch studio on Tuesday, and we'll handle it from there. And Big Kev, I'm gonna send it down to you, bro.
Hey man, listen. Listen, the folks that post in Clockwatch, they be having some funny stuff. And recently, did y'all who I can't remember the man's name, the brother's name who posted the thing about he can't be in the group no more. I was like, man, if you don't get to it was funny. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was, but it was funny. Hey, y'all keep posting, y'all come up with some good stuff. I don't always respond, but I do see it, and it's some funny stuff, man. So y'all keep plugging into the to the group, and I personally appreciate it. Y'all keep things interesting. We got some things that's going to be rolling out here in the new year. Keep keep your eyes open to that. I missed y'all. I ain't been involved in a while. I had some things going on in my personal life with some surgeries and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all. We got some good things that's going to be popping off here, and keep plugging in, man. I see what y'all be doing. Man, listen, we got a good group of folks that follow the page, man, and they tune in when they can, and we all appreciate it. We don't know. We may say some things that y'all might not agree with, but listen, we just here to entertain. You know what I mean? And we appreciate y'all spending time with us. If y'all don't like something, put that shit in the comments. If you don't like something we say, disagree and be like, put it in the comments so that we can spark some conversation so somebody else can learn something. So we appreciate that. And that's all I got to say. So I appreciate it. Keep your eyes open. Keep plugging in. And
I'm King Clips,
we
man.
appreciate you. And
I'm Black Earth.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Black Earth. Man. What the fuck is Philadelphia doing right now, yo?
Yeah, he's tripping. So yeah, I'm King Clips, family man, doing the family damn thing, man. Hope y'all not paying attention to that damn game, man. The fuck. If y'all gotta be Giants fans. That's all I got to say. Like, what the fuck? Who cares about that shit? Niggas is bums anyway. They're gonna get washed first round in. But anyway, you guys be safe. Thank you all for tuning in. Like Big Cat said, let me reiterate. Thank you. Keep posting on the Clock Watch wall. We survived, y'all. You made it. Happy 2021. We made it, man. Wish Black was by his DJ equipment. I have him play that Ghostface Killer. We made it. Because that's how I feel, y'all. We survived. That's a long, arduous year. And let's hope it gets better in 2021, y'all. I'm King Clips. This has been Clock Watch. You all have a great evening. Peace.